Brandy was one of our veteran guests today. And was it your first experience on the trail?
This was my first experience.
What did you think of all this?
I thought it was amazing. This was off my bucket list. Most definitely, yeah. It was a new experience. Definitely got the chance to ride or drive as well. So that was exciting. Nerve-wracking, but very exciting.
Good.
Very.
Are you a motorhead? Is this something that appealed to you with all the technology? And
Absolutely. I'm completely fascinated with how everything works, and I ask questions throughout the whole time as far as, upkeep, maintenance, what you need to do, and I was right at the end of the day, I want to get one. I want one, yeah.
I've seen a couple of people buy vehicles, and certainly a number of vets have come back.
Absolutely.
Get hooked.
Absolutely.
Were you a little bit surprised that it was as rough as it is? How would you describe that?
I mean, I didn't know what to expect on it, but with four-wheeling itself, I can automatically assume big boulders and rocks and, tight ledges, being almost 90 degrees. And
so the word's out. Everybody knows that already.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it is a little bit different in three-dimensional, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
What impressed you the most? What did you enjoy?
The scenery, mostly. I mean, as far as even with driving, just the fact that you can drive that far up the scenery that you normally can't every day. It was beautiful. Absolutely just enthralling how gorgeous it is, and not a lot of people know about that or get to experience that. So I feel grateful that I got to be a part of this.
So did you have an interest in trucks and four-wheeling before this?
I'm a daddy's girl, so I've always been interested in trucks. I happened to just get a car for my first time, but in the future I wanted to get a truck, and this is just perfect.
So now do you have a focus on what kind of truck you might get? Like a Jeep or anything?
Well, I'd have to really look into it. I like to focus on certain things anyways and go deep into it, but this is one thing that I think I really want to really get into, and I want to wait maybe a couple years with all the stuff I would actually need to get done, save up money, and then put everything together. Yeah, that's why I was asking so many questions. Is this better that it's this way or that way, and tires with like this and that, and I was just totally focused on everything. I was well aware of everything that was going on with it. It's just, as like I said before, the technology and everything is just fantastic to me.
You would do this again?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely, and soon, yeah. And I might even just have other people come in. I got soldiers I know that would love to probably just do this. I don't really consider this like one-time thing. This is something I would love to. One thing I could look forward to every year.
Great. Brandon is one of our veteran guests. What brought you to this program?
I was actually introduced to Dave Herman a couple semesters ago in college, and he was telling me a couple things he's done with this program, and it piqued my interest. So he invited me, and I couldn't turn it down. It just sounded like a blast.
Have you ever four-wheeled before?
This is my first time.
Where's home?
Home for me right now is Chico, California.
Okay. Are you going to school? What are you doing?
Yes, I'm attending Butte College as of right now. I'm taking some classes at Chico State. And next summer I'm applying for medical school.
And the objective is to be a doctor, presumably?
Yeah, a surgeon.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. What inspired you to do that? Is that a long-standing interest?
Well, it has been long-standing. I was researching, I did the colors test, and I didn't really know at first what I had wanted to do as a profession or as a career. And then over the last 2 years of school, it hit me. I wanted to be a surgeon.
So you'll go 2 years to Butte College?
Yes.
And then you'll transfer from there to?
I'm dreaming to transfer to UC Davis.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Davis is a good campus, and they have good medical school there. That's wonderful. So you'll be kind of in the area.
Kind of, yes.
You were in the service.
Yeah, I served 6 years in the Army. I toured 14 months in Afghanistan. The team cohesiveness over there and back home as well, doing this Rubicon event it's great. It's
a good reminder of what teamwork is like.
Yes.
Do you have family in the Chico area? Is that home?
My brother moved there when I was in Afghanistan, so I came home to Chico, which is it was pretty fun. And my brother's actually here with me today as a veteran as well.
Oh, would you do this again?
I would do this every year, and hopefully within the next 5 to 10 years, I can be a driver and bring a vet along with me.
You become a medical doctor, you might be able to afford one of these higher-end 4x4s.
Yes, I can't wait. Dan Heine he has done a lot with this program. He's built it to make it what it is. He told me that it came from almost nothing, and just from the media and the internet sites and the people that he knows, he's grown this to be a huge event, and I just thank him for that. He's doing a lot of great things for a lot of the jails.
John, it was a pleasure meeting you today. What was this all about for you?
Well, I guess I could be the long story. About a year ago, I was involved. My friend called me, who was injured in the same accident that I was injured in, and he said there's this unique opportunity with this veteran program to go race some cars. So we did that for a couple of days, and it kind of turned me on to the whole wounded warrior veteran community, and had an amazing time. Met Chris Ridgway, and about 6-7 weeks ago he gave me a call, told me about this place. He was very vague on the details, so then I started talking to Kevin, and then once or twice with Simon, my sponsor, and I was still completely lost. All I know is I was four-wheeling on the Rubicon, and this is, I'm a local boy from Hawaii, right? So I imagined an ATV and just a dirt road and miles of just music and driving these things. I had no idea up until they told me bring a sleeping bag and a tent. I'm camping. I'm camping. And then I googled the organization, Wheelers for the Wounded. I finally got around to googling them, and then I saw these trucks at like a damn near 90-degree angle. You know, and I'm just like, what? And they're climbing this thing, and I'm like, is that what I'm gonna do? Seriously? That's awesome. So I got super excited, and right after finals, I flew down here on Thursday afternoon, and Kevin, one of the coordinators, picked me up from the airport. We shared a couple of beers. I met his neighbors. They took me out for pizza. Then I met Simon, complete utter stranger I'd only shared 2 text messages with, and both of which were, "Hey Beef, what do you want to drink? What type of beer do you drink? What type of food do you want? Anything special?" And it turned out Simon was an 11 Bravo infantryman that served in Iraq, and we hit it off instantly. So he invited me into his home, and I spent the evening with him. I met his wife. We shared a couple of beers, and I might have hit that pillow at 11 o'clock, and I was out because we had to get up at 6 a.m. We met Kevin at 7 to get ready, and then we came out here. It's been an amazing time, and everybody's been very welcoming. This has all been a very unique experience. I've never seen so much rock before in my life. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Just as far as you can see, that's insane. On the trail today, I finally connected Jeep Rubicon. I never before.
What did you get out of this? What was it for you?
Well, I think we were talking about this earlier. I think it's more about a unique experience breaking up the monotony of everyday life, and the unique camaraderie that you share with somebody. It might not necessarily be better than your friendships with other people, but with people who serve, it's different, right? Not better, but different. So totally look forward to that. I don't get very much of that being in a kind of the UW Mothel. Being in that area, you don't get very many veterans, and most of my friends have already come and gone, right? So bigger and better things.
So it's coming together with other vets. That's
definitely
part of what went on.
Yeah,
was good.
Yeah, there's not a big community where I'm at, so you understand the east
that's
side.
An interesting thing. Everybody talks about what are vets supposed to do when they get home? Well, they get home and it's not where they were.
Right, definitely. So maybe not. Maybe home hasn't changed. Maybe you've changed or grown up or have a different view of life. But either which way, yes, it's changed. Period.
Well, I know you're really busy with school.
Yeah, as it turns out, yes. If the Army taught me anything, it was to plan. So if you got a plan for the future, I might be retired, but you never know what the future holds, right? So you might as well be prepared.
What do you think of this form of recreation? Is this news to you?
Totally. Yeah, totally. Like every once in a while, you see, you'll open up. I have a '05 Mustang GT that I play with at home, and every once in a while, you'll open up one of those magazines, and you'll see that one of those what are they called, Queen.
Trailer Queen.
Trailer Queens, yeah. You'll see one of those things, on 2 wheels on this giant rock. You'd be like, without total my car, and you just don't believe it. And then you're out there and dude's Toyota 4Runner that's 20 years old, and he's just climbing these things. It's insane. It's a feeling that I've never experienced before. So lots of fun.
What I like about it, and this is just me, is it is a link to the outdoors, and I am outdoor oriented.
Yeah, well, I mean, the vehicles are a great excuse, but if they would have called me 7 weeks ago and just said, "Hey, we're gonna go camping for 2 days with a bunch of veterans, and we're gonna cook you some steak and some chicken and feed you chow for 2 days straight, and we're just gonna drink a bunch of beer and hang out," even without the vehicles, it would have been badass time, right? Just hanging out with friends, instant friends.
Good.
But the vehicles definitely made the trip.
Okay, well, good. Well, I really appreciate the interview. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And I expect to see you again. I want to
next
hear all
year.
about your
Next
progress
year.
and successes.
Yeah, thank you.